One country, different dramas, political, social, and economical. It is Mr. T Tiger for Mojo TV, and I say welcome to another brilliant episode of Citizens. And today's episode of Citizens, we have us looking at the condition of the president's health all over again. Just yesterday at the Unity Fountain, some Nigerians stepped up and decided to have a campaign against President Buhari's refusal to resume office after 90 days. The conversation started and it had to do with the president resuming or resigning. A couple of people have said we should still give him time to recuperate with his health. A couple have said enough is enough. It is time for President Buhari to return back to Nigeria or resign and stay well in the UK. It is Mr. T Tiger, and today we're going to be asking the citizens, do you support the call for President Buhari to resign or resume? Let's go have a conversation with them and let them express their views.
Mr. President, in your conscience of conscience, do you think you should hold on or you should resign for the good of the country?
Mr. President, they get in 2019. Buhari must come back. Anybody that is not comfortable, you should pack away and leave Nigeria.
Buhari should resign just because of his health stage.
If I were in his position, if I cannot continue, I won't even wait for anybody to advise me.
Do you support the call that President Buhari should resume or resign?
Ideally, every country is supposed to be built on institutions, and the Nigerian institution that rules or governs us is the Constitution. And if the Constitution have said that for a particular number of days, if the president is out of the country, he ought to honorably resign. But our society is actually peculiar. Now, there's a human part of it that want to say everybody can fall ill, but the point is there are a lot of people who are suffering because of this. There are a lot of people who are actually suffering because of his inability or of his ill health. Now, the truth is, no matter how good intention there is, or no matter how much willingness he wants to help, even if he has all the strength, the fact that he's ill, it shows that he won't be able to give it effectively. And the truth is that you only have one president to govern the destiny of over 150 million Nigerians. Now, I would throw this question back to him. Mr. President, in your conscience of conscience, do you think you should hold on or you should resign for the good of the country?
Thank you for this question. The matter whether to resign or to stay is a constitutional matter, which I believe that he himself never wished himself what is happening to him. And at the same time, for the government to move forward, that something must be done. Some people say the acting president is there, that Nigeria is still moving on. But to me, the acting president has limitation because of what has been happening. He cannot, for example, when he's to sit, can he sit on the president's seat? No, which means if he cannot sit on the president's seat when he's not around and he's acting, which means there's still a lot of things that is missing that the acting president cannot do. To me, as a human being, I am praying for him, for God to uphold him, to make him strong to come and work. But the matter of a nation is not like parastatal, it's not like a company, it's not like even ministry, but Nigeria is a whole, that the presence of the president matters. For example, since he has been in UK now, how many foreign presidents has visited us? How many diplomats has made a visit to acting president? So there's still some limitation to it. But to be candid to him, health is very important. If I were in his position, if I cannot continue, I won't even wait for anybody to advise me.
In fact, even Mr. President did that in 2019, he should remain. Nigeria is working, Nigeria is moving. You get all those so-called protesters are sponsored by PDP. We know them. How can one person go and stay in London and say want to protest? It's not possible. When the white man, the neighbor came in that what are you doing? Say, want to protest. They now say, did you collect permission from the security agency? And you cannot say anything. At the end of the day, he was even begging money to get away from there. All these are gimmicks by PDP. It cannot work. Understand? What Mr. President is doing is the best. And corruption is fighting back. Even the high cost of food is corruption. We don't deny. Whether Mr. President, they get into 19. Buhari must come back. We have had a president in America who is incapacitated, and he stayed 4 years. At the following year, and he was elected as to because of the will he has for the people. And the acting president is working. Here in our acting president, Osinbajo, is working. Anybody that is not comfortable, you should pack away and leave Nigeria.
No, I don't support.
Why? But it's been 91 days since he left Nigeria.
Yeah, of course it is. But there's a provision concern for that now. When he was leaving the country, I think a handover. He did what the constitution said. Had they been totally incapacitated, that's why we can be talking about that for him to resume or resign. But I think there's a provision concern that he has handed over to the vice president, who is in acting capacity. So why should we be telling him to resume or resign? No, it's uncomfortable to me.
He should resign, due to his ill health and his inability to deliver according to his promises. So the best should be that he should resign, to save grace, to save his face.
Do you support the call that President Buhari should resign or resume?
Yes, I support the call that he should resign because of his health condition.
Actually, as a Nigerian, I think Buhari should resign just because of his health stage. That would be the better way of it all. Because as of now, Buhari is not fit to rule this country anymore.
The matter of fact, the president is not well, and it's over 90 days now. I think it behooves on him, as a man who professes integrity, for him to step down. It mustn't be Buhari. Without him, I think Nigeria can still move forward. The man is aged. He's not feeling too well. I believe when he's supposed to rest. He's an old man, he's supposed to rest. We are praying for him to recover very quickly. But that doesn't mean he must be the president with his condition now. So if Buhari steps down, I think it's not a bad idea. People are agitating. The country is in standstill. Okay? So we need to move forward.
Do you support the call that President Buhari should resume or resign?
Well, I think so far there's strong evidence for the fact that he's considerably able to lead this country. So for me, I think he should resume. He should resume.
If the health is not okay, better thing for him to resign. Because in developed world like the United States of America and other developed world, if the president gets incapacitated to rule, then the best thing for him is to resign.
Well, if he's found incapacitated, he has to resign because Buhari, as a president, said when late President Yar'Adua, his blessed memory, was in the hospital, he called for resurrection of the dead president. And he kept on saying that Yar'Adua to resign. He never know what will happen tomorrow. Now, today, it has happened to his own. He had no option than to resign or come back and resume his duty. But for the fact remains that we never know the condition of his health. He said Buhari called, Buhari did this, people visited him, but we have not known the real fact about his present health. If the APC-led government want to tell the Nigerians truth, they should please send somebody who's not in their own caucus to visit Buhari, who will come and tell Nigeria the truth.
In my own opinion, I would say let him resume. If it's possible that he can't make it, then let him resign.
So, you remember we saw pictures of him with the governors 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, of course.
Don't you think that should at least douse our attention a little? That he's okay, and we just need to give him a little more time.
No, that shouldn't be an avenue to determine whether he's okay or not. The Nigerians, they need something that they need to hold on. We need to see him physically. That's just the fact.
Yeah, I support the call as a Nigerian because since all this while that the president is not in the country, so many of us can see how the country look like. In the past, during Yaradua, when the man was ill, this our same president called for his resignation. I think now, if people should say he should resign, I think we are on the right track.
Actually, to my own notion, I would have expected him as a high citizen class president and a responsible president. There's a law there that has its own course to take, like Section 144. He should take his own course. If you know you are not capable, he himself know better, and the doctor, they are there to confirm it. If you cannot do or move the by law the affair of the nation, you hand over to the next person in command. You understand? And then let go and maintain his integrity. But if it's there that he's ruling through the back door, he's not helping the country to move forward.
Another exciting episode of Citizens, and as always, Nigerians have said their minds. But when it comes to President Buhari, we usually have two sides of the fence. The side that says he should resign, the side that says we should give him time to resume. We as Nigerians can only hope that President Buhari returns back to Nigeria as soon as possible. It is Mr. T. Tegger, and it's been nice hanging out with you all on Citizens on Omojua TV today. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next brilliant episode of Citizens. Go have a good day, and bye-bye.